Hey everybody, this is Erin, and this channel is going to be called Visual Imperfections. And I decided to come to you today, before I get all made up, to show you my visual imperfection. I don't really call it a visual imperfection. This is just how I look in the morning before any makeup or anything is applied, like hair and makeup. But what this channel is not going to be about, it's not going to be about beauty. It's about exposing myself for who I am, my visual imperfections. And one of the things that I really want to talk about is going to be my weight loss journey. I do want to apologize in advance if you hear some barking in the background. It's going to be my dog. I am currently working. Today is January 5th. Sorry. January 5th of 2012, so it's the new year. And this is not a New Year's resolution. It's actually something that I started right before the New Year's. I don't know, for whatever reason during the years, I always get really motivated during the end of the year. I don't know why, but it's just something that happens. So it always seems like a New Year's resolution because it always happens during the end of the year, but it's really not a New Year's resolution. It's just something that I want to do now. One of the biggest visual imperfections that I have is that I'm overweight. I guess you could tell a little bit by the broadness of my shoulders. You can't really see so much because I'm sitting down, but you can definitely tell that I'm not a skinny girl. And not that that is a hindrance in any way, but it is inconvenient sometimes. Inconvenient for me because I'm not always able to wear the clothes that I like, or they don't fall the way, because I wear nice clothes, but they don't always look the way I envision them in my head, because I envision them to fall like I see it in a magazine or something like that, but they don't because I have lumps and bumps. This channel is mostly going to be about my journey through that, how I'm gonna, maneuver my way through weight loss and my ups and downs throughout my journey, and hopefully this will motivate someone else or inspire someone else to, and I feel like, not to say lose weight, but just commit to something. And the reason why I say that and not just lose weight is because this is, for me, not so much about losing weight as much as it is about me committing fully to something that I say I'm going to do. Not so much about the weight as it is more about I'm going to exercise and I'm going to do that. And I'm not just going to say it. Usually I would say, oh, I'm going to exercise, and I would exercise for maybe a day a week. I would start strong, 3 days a week, and then the next week, oh, I'm tired or I'm sore, making up an excuse, and I would do 1 day a week. And for the last about a month, it's been 4 days a week for the last 4 weeks, and I'm very proud of myself. So this video is to just, kind of document this process. It is definitely a process. I will have ups and downs. I will have weeks where I didn't do as much. I've also started, because I felt like, the treadmill is fine, but it doesn't really, work out your muscles. So I've also started the 30-day shred, which also has 3 levels from Jillian Michaels. And I've been doing that. So I've been doing, the 30-day shred is only 20 minutes. So I've been doing 20 minutes with that, and then I go upstairs and I do my 30 minutes on my treadmill. Now, again, that's a lot in and of itself. Before, I would just kind of make an excuse like, oh, I've done the 20 minutes and it's really, really intense, so that's enough for me. And doing both is amazing for me to actually do it. So I'm proud of myself so far. But I know that this is a long journey ahead of me, and I know that it's going to come with bumps in the road. It's going to be some failures, but there's also going to be some triumphs. And right now I'm having a lot of triumphs. I'm not really focusing so much on the missteps as I used to. So I would focus on the missteps and just give up. There are going to be missteps. I am going to stumble through this because I've never done this before. I've never done it before. It's not going to be easy, but nothing that's worth it ever is. And I'm excited to get started, and I'm more excited that you guys are going to join me with this and help me through it. I know there are going to be people out there that are going to be haters in general and just, hey, you should go shoot yourself because you're fat, and that's understandable. People have, or have low self-esteem all over. It doesn't matter because you're thin. Doesn't mean that you're, so super confident. So, you know, you need to say those things to feel better about yourself. And I get that, which is why I want to name this channel Visible Imperfections, because I think overweight people get the brunt of a large stick because it's visible. You know, you could see a thin girl pass you in the street and, oh, she's healthy because she's thin. Doesn't mean she's necessarily healthy. She could be riddled with cancer. She could be a drug addict. There could be a ton of reasons why she's thin. But visibly, she looks healthy because she is thin. Now, again, somebody looks at me, they don't know that I'm relatively healthy. My blood work comes back fine. I don't have high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I don't have sleep apnea. I don't have any of those things. But because people see me that I'm overweight, oh, she's unhealthy. Or if she's not unhealthy now, she's just on the road to that. So, and that's not necessarily untrue. You know, I mean, if I do stay like this, I'm definitely apt to get all of those things that I just mentioned. And I know that. But it doesn't mean that I do have them. And I think with people, when they see me because I'm overweight, that's automatically what they think, oh, she's unhealthy. And the reason why they say nasty comments is because, oh, well, it's not good because she's unhealthy. Well, my health has something to do with you, so why be nasty about it? But I just want to say that, you know, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about bearing my soul to you, basically, and hopefully just learning something about myself in the process. That's really what I want to do. And hopefully, you know, you guys will get inspired to do the same, and maybe not make your goal so broad, you know, because saying, oh, I'm going to lose weight, that's easy to say, but it's not, you know, it's just a statement. And I will say this for people, I guess I'll go into this a little bit in another one, on how the steps that I'm taking to actually lose weight, the exact things that I'm doing besides just the exercising. I just wanted to comment and say what the purpose of the channel was. So hopefully you join me for the next one, and, you know, hopefully you subscribe, and, you know, you'll feel motivated, because that's really what I want to do. I just want to motivate people to feel good about themselves, no matter what you look like. My thing is feel good now. The reason why I wear, you know, makeup and I do my hair and I wear nice clothes, because I need to feel good now, because if tomorrow, God forbid, was my last day, I'm overweight. That's who I am. I'm not going to continue to wait to live my life until I get to some ideal socially accepted weight. I want to be healthy, yes. And hopefully I have a very long life to accomplish that. But if I don't, and I happen to die tomorrow in a freak accident or just drop dead from being unhealthy, I want to be able to say, you know what, I lived my life to the fullest and I was happy, even though I was overweight, even though, you know, society looked at me like, you know, oh my God, you know, you have so many imperfections because you're fat. You know, I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, you know what, this is who you are today. And even though you are, you know, everybody should be actively trying to improve themselves, no matter what. Just because you're size 2 doesn't mean you're perfect. It means that you should be actively trying to improve those imperfections that you do have that are not visible. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Visible imperfections are harder because people can see them, and they can see when you're not trying. Whereas when you have internal imperfections, you know, you're a nasty person, you're mean for no reason, you're selfish, you're a bigot, you're a racist, all of those things people can't see right off the bat. So these are things that you don't really have to work on so much because nobody can see them. But you still should always be trying to improve yourself, better yourself, you know, make sure that, you know, when you do leave this earth, that you don't have too many regrets. But I do facilitate, and I do want to stress that I always believe that you should be happy no matter what you look like, because there are so many people with so many different adversities, with so many bigger visible imperfections that live a full and happy life. There's no reason because you have a couple of extra pounds that you have to live in the shadows. It doesn't matter if you're a size 2 or if you're a size 22. People are going to look at you and have comments because they're insecure. So if you constantly base your life on how other people think of you, you're never going to be happy. And I learned that by being overweight. And, you know, there are things that you can learn throughout your journey and throughout your struggles, no matter what they are, that make you a better person. I would not be the person that I am today if it wasn't for me being overweight. Again, please subscribe if you want to hear about the struggles, the ups and downs of my weight loss. So anyway, thank you for joining me on Visible Imperfections, and I hope to see you the next time.